Hey guys, welcome to Gkenson CyberSecPivot. Today I will share how I passed the ISC2 certified in cybersecurity, the step-by-step strategy and the resources I deployed to pass the exams at first trial. What propels me to take the exams? As someone pivoting from political science major to cybersecurity, I needed foundational knowledge and foundational certifications to kickstart the voyage. While taking the examination is beginners friendly, and I'm a kind of person who likes to have sense of belonging, and that certification gave me sense of belonging. I took the exam, and the exam was very user friendly. It was not, let me not say it was easy or it was tough, but what I experienced during the examination is the thing needs more of conceptualization instead of memorizing. For someone who's about to take the exams, I will advise you, instead of you to memorize everything, take your time and get the concepts, conceptualize everything so that when you get there, it will be as a practical aspect of it, because mostly everything you have to deal with, they are requiring your practical sense. If at least you know what to do or not to do, you will not pass. If you are making use of memorization, you will not pass. The step-by-step approach, the strategy I deployed, firstly, as I said in the previous video, I had 3 programs I followed up, from the CISCO to ISC2 to Google Cybersecurity certification program. So ab initio, I studied CISCO, and from the CISCO to ISC2. And then I used the sense I gained from CISCO to apply it to that of ISC2. Applying that to this makes everything easier for me, and it was very helpful studying both of them. And I wrote the exam August this year, and it was when I was still studying Google Cybersecurity certificate program. That's when I took the exam, but I was not done. I didn't get to the conclusion of the program, but I wrote the exam and I passed the exam excellently. So as someone who is about to take the exams, I will advise you to leverage on materials, like getting materials from CISCO, that of ISC2. Your leverage should be on the glossaries. If you are studying the ISC2 materials, their guidelines, ensure that you get it from the first domain to the last domain, from security principles to security operations. Ensure that you gain out and you gather all the resources within your reach and study everything line by line so that you get to understand. Though do not memorize it, so that when you get to the exam, so you will not be disappointed, because you definitely will be disappointed. So if you are making memorization, you'll be disappointed. Another thing is my time approach, how I approach the time signature. I studied, let me be frank with you, I studied frequently before taking the exams. I set aside 2 weeks, and I studied often. And these are the materials I used. I studied that of ISC2 materials, I used that of CISCO, and I got YouTube video from Priab Nair. I'll give a special shout out to Priab Nair. So I use his materials also, how he explained everything. He did a proper breakdown of all the concepts, and you get to understand it even without saying, okay, you need to study everything hard to hard. When you are done with that, ensure that you make use of AI to test your ability, if your capability will carry the exams. This is how you do it. Don't depend on AI. AI is drift. What I'm trying to say in essence is that it lacks the knowledge, because it depends on LLM and machine learning. So what you iterate, what you prompt to AI, that is what it will give you back. So ensure that you be as human in the loop. What I'm saying, human in the loop in the sense that human foresight. When you iterate, whatsoever thing the team brings out, iterate through so that you get to understand and get everything you need. For instance, if you're asking AI, I need to understand how CIA triad, each concept, what it entails. For instance, the confidentiality, integrity, or the availability. Ensure that if the team brings out what you don't understand, iterate it to get the appropriation of everything you need. Okay, this is a special shout out to Priab Nair. Thank you very much, Priab Nair, because the materials I use, how I followed your video, everything, it was very helpful. I garnered everything I got from your YouTube videos to that of the materials I read, and it was very helpful. Okay, for the examination tips, let me tell you what I experienced. Don't depend on everything you know about cybersecurity. Think outside the box. For instance, they will ask you some of the practical questions. You know, we have different kind of controls in cybersecurity. We have administrative controls, we have technical controls, and we have physical controls. Get to understand everything about administrative controls. You know, everything that is from the board of managers, from the stakeholders, how they make the decisions. I know that one will be based on their own. When we talk about the technical, that one is all about everything in the computer, everything you are setting. If you are to give someone least privilege, role-based access, and others. But for physical, you will get to see something like this: physical control. You know, from the gates to everything, how people have access to the company is based on that is the physical control. And one thing you will get to see while writing your exam is they will ask you something about, if for instance there's a fire outbreak in the company, what type of fire extinguisher can be used to diminish the fire outbreak? This is an expo for you. It is type C. We have type A, type B, type C, type D, and E. So it will be type C, which is often used for diminution of fire in the computer and others. Thank you for watching this video. Today I talked about the necessary materials, the step-by-step approach I deployed in passing ISC2 certified cybersecurity exam at first trial. Please, if you are planning to take this exam, or you have already taken this exam and you failed, either you pass, if you have anything, drop in the comment section. I'll reply to it, and I'll tell you everything you need to know about how to pass your ISC2 CC examination. Thank you. Please subscribe to the channel.